A lab leak revelation. The White House makes a bold claim. The White House sent shockwaves through the global community in April 2025. It released a report that directly challenged the prevailing narrative on the origins of COVID-19. The report, accompanied by a dedicated website, made a stark assertion. COVID-19, it declared, originated from a lab leak in Wuhan, China. This marked a significant shift from the previously held position that the virus likely emerged naturally. The White House's reversal ignited a firestorm of debate. It also raised critical questions about transparency and accountability. For years, the lab leak theory had been dismissed by many as a conspiracy theory. Now it was being endorsed by the highest office in the United States. This sudden change in stance left many wondering what had prompted it. Why now, after years of speculation and investigation, was the White House taking such a firm stance? The report itself cited a growing body of evidence. This evidence, it argued, pointed towards a lab origin as the most plausible explanation for the pandemic's start. This included the virus's unique biological characteristics. It also highlighted the proximity of the Wuhan Institute of Virology to the initial outbreak. Furthermore, the report shed light on reports of researchers at the Wuhan lab falling ill with COVID-like symptoms in the fall of 2019. The White House's dramatic revelation marked a turning point in the ongoing saga of COVID-19. It brought the lab leak theory, once relegated to the fringes of public discourse, into the harsh glare of the spotlight. This newfound focus brought with it a wave of anger and distrust, directed at the scientific community and government institutions that had long downplayed the lab leak hypothesis. The world waited with bated breath for answers, eager to understand how a virus that had brought the world to its knees could have emerged from a lab, and what it meant for the future. Unmasking the evidence, the case for a lab origin. The White House's report did not merely assert the lab leak theory, it presented a compelling body of evidence to support its claim. Central to its argument were the unusual biological characteristics of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. These characteristics, the report argued, were not found in any known coronaviruses in nature. This suggested that the virus may have been manipulated or engineered in a laboratory setting. The report also highlighted the presence of a furin cleavage site in the virus's genetic code. This site, which is not found in other closely related coronaviruses, makes the virus significantly more transmissible to humans. While some scientists argued that this feature could have arisen naturally, others pointed to it as a potential smoking gun, suggesting the virus may have been manipulated to increase its infectivity. Further bolstering the lab leak theory was the lack of any identifiable intermediate animal host. Despite extensive research and investigation, scientists had been unable to find the missing link that would explain how the virus jumped from bats to humans. This absence of a natural origin story, coupled with the virus's unique genetic makeup, led many to believe that the most likely explanation was a lab-related incident. Adding to the growing body of circumstantial evidence was the fact that the Wuhan Institute of Virology, one of China's premier virology labs specializing in bat coronaviruses, was located in the very city where the pandemic began. This proximity, combined with reports of lax safety protocols at the institute, raised serious concerns about the possibility of an accidental release. Under fire, public health officials face scrutiny. The White House's report did not shy away from pointing fingers. It leveled sharp criticisms against public health officials and agencies, accusing them of misleading the public, suppressing the lab leak theory, and prioritizing political expediency over scientific integrity. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the longtime director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, became a lightning rod for criticism. Fauci, once revered for his steady hand during the AIDS crisis, was accused of using his considerable influence to stifle dissenting voices and promote a narrative that favored a natural origin. Emails obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests revealed that Fauci had been in communication with scientists who expressed concerns about the possibility of a lab leak early in the pandemic. Despite these concerns, Fauci publicly downplayed the lab leak theory, dismissing it as a shiny object distracting from the need to focus on combating the virus. The White House report also criticized the World Health Organization for its handling of the pandemic's origins. The WHO was accused of being too deferential to China, prioritizing diplomatic relations over a thorough and impartial investigation. The organization's initial investigation in Wuhan, which concluded that a lab leak was extremely unlikely, was widely criticized for being opaque and lacking scientific rigor. The report also took aim at the broader scientific community, accusing some researchers of engaging in a form of groupthink. This, the report argued, had led to the premature dismissal of the lab leak theory. The report called for greater transparency and accountability within the scientific community, urging scientists to be more open to considering alternative hypotheses, even those that challenge the prevailing consensus. Fallout and implications, trust eroded, lessons unlearned. As the dust settles from these revelations, we're left grappling with the aftermath. Trust in public health institutions has been significantly eroded. Many are questioning whether the lessons from this crisis have truly been learned, or if history is doomed to repeat itself. Governments and scientists worldwide must now work to rebuild this trust, ensuring transparency and accountability in their actions. The stakes have never been higher, as public confidence is crucial in managing future health crises. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates.